We can go ahead and get ready to shred the cheese for the rice. This is the Gruyere cheese. That cheese is so good. And some charred cheddar. And just go ahead and put it in one bowl. That way it's just easier to put together. I'm trying not to eat it all right. For our rice today, we're going to use some chicken stock. We're going to be flavoring up everything. And we're going to use some Spanish rice, some Spanish yellow rice. The kids really like that now. We used to buy that all the time. But then we ended up switching to jasmine and basmati rice. So they didn't have those items in the store today. So it kind of had me revert back to our original old school days with the yellow rice. But that was a good switch up because the kids, they liked it. So I'm going to start buying this a little bit more often. And you already know how we make our rice. We started in some oil, toast it up, and then we go in with our liquid. I started out with one package of rice first, but you'll see later on that I ended up making 2 boxes of this because one was just not going to be enough. So if you are watching this at this point, just go ahead and make two boxes. And that was 2 boxes of the family size packet of rice. So we're going to go ahead and let this cook, but I'm going to fast forward a little bit until we get to the part where I have the 2 boxes of rice made. Right alone. Now back to the rice. I told you I was going to fast forward some, and if you notice, there's some green things in the previous batch of rice. So what I did was added a bag of chopped broccoli, and you want the chopped broccoli because look how small it is. You just want to see like little specks of it. That's exactly what you need. And this is so good. This is another way to incorporate your vegetables in your dishes. I know we love to do that. And then once you get that done, just add a can of cream of chicken. This is going to help get it nice and creamy. Also going to add some sour cream. And then go ahead and add our cheese. It's almost like you're making a macaroni and cheese, y'all, but it's not. Now the rice already had a seasoning pack that came with it to flavor up the rice, but it still wasn't enough once we added everything else to it. And don't forget the cream of chicken has a little bit of salt to it as well. But you want your rice to have a nice flavor to it. And then once we add the milk, it kind of like will dilute some of the seasonings. So I'm just going to add a little touch of black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And then you can taste it from there and see if it's seasoned to your liking. We want to make sure that when we heat it up the next day for the leftovers, you're going to be able to taste everything in there along with the sour cream. Once we have everything done, we're going to go ahead and put it in our casserole dish. You know, this is the fun part. And I splash just a little tiny bit more milk just to make sure, because when we go to take it out the oven, I don't want this rice to be dry. I want, when we serve it up, I want it to still have a little jiggle to it. Okay, so after you put the cheese on top, we're going to go ahead and bake it in the oven on 375 for about 20 minutes until it gets nice and bubbly hot out the oven. And in between with the carrots, I'm gonna go ahead and add some Brussels sprouts. So we had some Brussels sprouts the other night that we had some leftovers. They didn't really care for them too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these right on the sheet pan. So go ahead and comment down below what's your favorite side dish to eat with your beef roast. And ate already. They didn't pretty much ate half of the cake, and dinner is now done. Here right now, they are ready to eat, and we're gonna go ahead and get them fed. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. Let us